Can I get an S? Sagittarius. This is your ethereal news for December 2020. Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, we start off the month with, seems like there's been some lost love and you just can't quite get it out of your head. However, Sagittarius, you always have love around you. So, but for some reason, you're just feeling a certain kind of way. I don't know. I feel like maybe something that you, I feel like something that you really cared a lot about had to leave your life for whatever reason, and it stirred up some emotions and it's got you all in your head and you can't really focus on that support that's still there for you, which is reasonable. Let's keep going. Yeah, Sag, so you could have another friend that's a Sag that had to leave. Maybe they moved, or maybe they just wanted to get up and go travel. You know how Sages are. Or I feel like maybe you wanted to move, and for whatever reason, maybe you wanted to get away from a situation because it made you feel sad in a way. So you wanted to get away from it. And that's where the lost love comes from, because you don't want to move. But I feel like maybe you know deep inside that a environmental change will help you kind of get back into that optimistic and happy state, of course. And I don't know, here it is, it's, you have your significant other or a loved one. It could be a lover, a romantic partner. I'm thinking it's a romantic partner or someone that meant a lot to you. But I would say a romantic partner. I feel like they left you, and or either you had to leave them for your own reasons, because maybe you were just bored in the relationship, or they just I feel like maybe there just wasn't enough love there to keep you guys together. And I feel like you're bored and you want to do a little traveling and you want to explore a bit. Yeah, and I feel like what better time than now, because the significant other that you're connected with, you guys are kind of falling out of love. We'll just say that, simply. Or there could be this other, I feel like, and then so I feel like possibly you could have been losing yourself too within this other person. And this other person, I feel like this other person was the one that really kind of controlled the relationship in a way. So you did want to break away from that. I feel like this other person had an upper hand on you. this other person was just quick-witted. And yeah, I feel like it was just best that you did just get up and go, or you knew it was time to move on, so to say. Okay? To avoid any legal matters. Because Sagittarius, you don't want to end up in a courtroom, of course. However, you also, I feel like you have something to do. Like, there's something that you're trying to create, and it has everything to do on tradition, something that's been passed down to you. Or maybe you're trying to kind of return back to your roots. That way you can figure out yourself better, to see where your strengths are in this world. Yeah, because during the middle of the month, there's going to be, oh my God, so this month is very fated. There's a lot of fated events going on for you, Sagittarius, in this month. And you're really getting this spiritual cleansing, okay? And there's something going on with mother or a motherly figure. Maybe you're going to go move back in with your mom. Sagittarius. And I feel like your mom has something very important to tell you too. Or there's something going on with your mom and dad, Sagittarius, and I feel like, Sagittarius, you haven't been close with your family, and I think that's bothering you. I'm seeing a lot of emphasis now on family and on just your upbringing, which has everything to do with family. And also, I think there's a legal matter, now I'm seeing it, that you need to take care of. And it has everything to do with, I want to say, a spouse or an ex-spouse. feel like there's a legal matter that's been lingering that needs to be addressed, but it's kind of just been a long, drawn-out process in the legal system, and I feel like something quickly came in. I don't know if the judgment or the verdict works out in your favor. Let's see. Whatever's decided with this legal matter, yeah, whatever is decided with this legal matter, I'm not going to say that it's bad, because I think it's going to give you a fresh new start. And it's that fresh new start that you needed, Sagittarius, because you're already trying to break away from your current environment and your current relationship that you're in with, you know, your significant other, romantic partner, whoever that was. And you were just trying to get back to your roots and figure out what kind of tools you have going forward to kind of start over again and create some sort of life for yourself. However, there's been some sort of legal matter that's kind of kept you from being able to move forward or moving. So I see that there is some, like a final determination coming in that is going to ultimately set you free. Okay? So I hope that helps you, Sagittarius. Let's get you a Law of Attraction card. The Law of Attraction is always matching. So, Law of Attraction card for Sagittarius. Flexibility.